Oh, here's your book. Thank you. Okay. All right, good evening, everybody. Are you having a good time? You know, this is an amazing night, and it's an amazing program, and I have to tell you why, because I have to bring you back to something before we start, which is a great leader in our industry, David Packard. And for those of you who remember David Packard and the huge contribution that he made to our industry, he is really kind of an inspiration for me, for so many people, because he's truly a man of all seasons. A great entrepreneur, a great leader. He became a great servant of our country as Secretary of Defense and in other positions. He also, in addition to that, became a great philanthropist. I think many of you know about Packard Children's Hospital at Stanford. And in addition to that, he won the Presidential Freedom Award, which is the highest honor the United States gives to any citizen. Just an incredible achievement. And so we are truly under his auspices tonight and his legacy. And when we talk about the Packard Medal, it's under those things. David Packard was a man of all seasons. You know, he was not just about business. He was not just about philanthropy. He was not just about government service. He was not just about sports. He was about all of those things. And that is why tonight's recipient is also so exciting. Tonight's recipient, Ray Lane, I first met in 1991, I think late 91. And how many people knew Ray? There's probably a few here. I know you have some family members here before 1991. His daughter's over here, and we have quite a few. It's fantastic. And what's that? Oh, and John, yes. So, you know, I met Ray. He was Oracle at the time was having actually quite some substantial problems. If I could take you back to September of 1990, it was a brutal time, and we almost lost the company. The company was really on the verge of bankruptcy, and so we were really kind of stitching it together. A lot of the problems were in our United States operations. There were a lot of accounting irregularities. There were all kinds of various issues associated with Oracle at that time. We don't really remember that because we look at an Oracle today that's very different. But back then, it was a company that was just about $1 billion in revenue, and it went backwards to about $900 million before it started to go forwards again. That was not a very good time. And we started to look out for who would be a great leader at Oracle who could really transform the company and bring our United States operations back. And we started an incredible search under, I remember very, very well with Heidrick & Struggles and John Thompson. And he brought us a fantastic candidate, a leader, a visionary, insightful, creative, spectacular, and unfortunately he turned us down. So we moved on, and we found our second we had a list that was prioritized. I'm sure you've been through one of these searches. And we moved on to our second candidate, and again, it was very important that we had a great salesperson, a great communicator, somebody who understood the industry, who could make a call at the C-level. She was amazing, okay? She was amazing, but she just did not get along with Larry, and that's why we became so excited about Ray. We brought Ray in, you know, in an incredible position as president of Oracle USA. Is a very important job. And he really started to do a wonderful thing. He brought in some very close friends of his. Many of them are here tonight at these various tables. I remember them very, very well. And it was about that time, as he started to get his sea legs, I would call it, in Oracle USA, that I got a very important call from him. I became kind of a consigliere for him. I reported to him, actually, for a while as well. And, you know, he said, "Look, Mark, I have something extremely important I need to talk to you about." And I said, "Well, what is that?" Well, he said, "Well, how long have you known Stephanie Hurley?" And I said, "Stephanie Hurley? Well, I mean, she's fantastic. I've known her for quite some time. I knew her starting in 1997 or 98. 1986. Shifting the numbers. Is it too far? Older. Back when I had hair, it was very exciting, 1986, 1987. And we worked together. I said, I know her quite well. And, of course, their relationship is turned into this beautiful love affair and this wonderful marriage and wonderful children who are here tonight. But this is what you need to understand. About Stephanie. People really want to know, how did Ray become so successful at Oracle? You had this dominant CEO, you had this incredible, incredible energy going on. Stephanie started to give him really the fundamental tips and tricks and key insights and understandings to become more and more successful. It was really Stephanie, when it gets right down to it, all of a sudden you could see, as he started to listen to her, start to take her advice, her counsel, well thought through, all of a sudden he's promoted. He's now running worldwide sales and service. Pretty awesome. And it was Stephanie who said, Ray, are you just going to be a salesman all your life? Or what about doing something for others? What college did you go to? He said, well, West Virginia, CMU. So Ray said, you're right. I'm going to go out. Today, he's the chairman of this great university. I believe the president is here of CMU. And right here, Dr. Cohan, welcome. What's that? Yay, CMU. And then I start to get a call from Ray. He's in Ireland with the Special Olympics. He's in China with the Special Olympics. He's all over the world. He's helping the Special Olympics. This is the greatest. I couldn't believe it's fantastic. Okay, Tim Shriver's here, the head of the Special Olympics. Welcome, Tim. This is the influence of Stephanie. Helping Ray along this journey of life. All of a sudden, Ray is the president and CEO of Oracle. Pretty spectacular. He's there for about 9 years, 10 years. Company's about $10 billion in revenue. Stephanie makes a good decision. Time to leave. Time to move on. New shift. Onward to Kleiner Perkins. Awesome. About a year ago, HP starts to have a conversation with Ray. And Ray says, Stephanie, I'd like to make this, decision we're a year ago. So he's like, Stephanie, you've made some great decisions with me. Really appreciate it. I'd like to make this decision on my own. Stephanie says, fine. You're a big boy now. You've seen how to make good quality decisions. You're working with a fine institution, Hewlett Packard. You make the CEO decision on your own, Ray. I'm out of it. It's true. This is true. Ray has brought her back in, fortunately. We have a great new CEO of Hewlett Packard who's here tonight, Meg Whitman. Meg. To really understand Ray and his success since he got to this valley, you have to understand the power of the woman. It's the power behind the throne. We don't have any successful executives who don't have this incredible, successful spouse behind them. I know John feels that way about Elaine. I know I feel that way myself about my own wife. Lynn, who's at home tonight with our daughter. She's going to be 3 tomorrow. And that's why I want to award this medal to Stephanie Lane. Because without Stephanie, we would not be here tonight. He would not have made it through the gauntlet of Oracle. None of us would have the success that we've been able to achieve on his shoulders without her support. Stephanie, would you please come up and be recognized? Thank you. Are you sure? Now, I realize that Hewlett Packard has made a video to whitewash this history, to reframe it into some corporate speak. But I thought it's important for you to understand what has really happened here and why we're really here to celebrate this incredible force. So with that, I think that we have a video to reframe the life of Ray Lane. So let's start that video now.